Hi, everyone. I'm KVUE's Tyler Feldman. Pleased to be joined by former #1 overall pick in the WNBA draft, former Texas Longhorn, Charli Collier. Charli, thank you so much for hopping on with us.
Yeah, Tyler, I appreciate you for having me on.
So, Charli, fill us in. Right now, if the season ended today, per my research, Dallas Wings would have the 8th and final playoff spot. So how are you feeling with where the team is at right now and how to hopefully maybe climb a little bit higher or maintain that playoff position?
Yeah, so right now, kind of in the same position as last year as far as seeding goes. And, we played Chicago last year and it didn't end how we wanted it to end. But season ended today, I feel like we just had so much, we would have so much more to give. So I feel like the mission is not done. We have 11 more home, or not home games, but 11 regular season games left. So, hopefully we, make a run for it, make a push, get further than we did last year.
What is it like transitioning from college basketball in a great conference like the Big 12, so many talented ladies, to transitioning to the WNBA where everyone is just really, really good?
Yeah. So, the W, it's only 144 girls, and that's 144 girls that are the best in the nation. And so the Big 12, I feel like, prepares you well. As you know, there's many, WNBA athletes that come from the Big 12. So just coming from Texas really prepared me really well, mentally and physically. I was able to come in and do what I do. But, obviously I'm still young in my career. So, just getting my feet wet and continuing to, grow my career and my credentials.
Speaking on that point, what have you learned about during your second season and how have you seen yourself grown? Where would you like to grow even more?
Definitely would see myself grow mentally and spiritually, with my well-being. Because, as you know, the WNBA season is only 4 months long. So you have a long off season if you don't go overseas. But if you do, it's year round. So having that much time, to yourself is is very important what you do in your off season, your off time, keeping your body right, staying in shape, and developing your skills as you go on in your career.
Have you been keeping an eye on Texas women's basketball this offseason?
Oh yeah, they killed it last year. I was watching them in the tournament. I'm really excited to see them, what they do this year, but I've definitely been keeping an eye out on their workouts and what they've been doing with Coach Schaefer over there.
Yeah, they had an awesome season last year, as you know, and then this offseason, the transfer portal, they've been adding some really big names, and it just seems like everyone wants to come to Austin. What's the secret of Austin? Is it just sell itself, or, how is Vic getting all these really talented young ladies?
Man, even if I had a chance to change it, I wouldn't change where I went to college. It's just something about having that degree from the University of Texas. It just goes a long way, and I feel like even just being an athlete on top of that, everybody respects you. You walk into what's the HEB,
yeah,
and like, oh, that's so and so. Like, it's a whole lot of love, wherever you go, and the alumni is great. They always come back and watch us, and I even have some from Texas came to a few games to watch me. So it's just, you have a household name when you go to the University of Texas.
So is Dallas home base for you now? Is that where, are you living in the Dallas area?
Yeah, that's home. That's home right now.
So for you, you didn't get a taste of the brand new Moody Center, but are you planning on coming back during the season to take? I checked it out yesterday. It's awesome inside. Are you planning to come back, see a couple games?
Oh, for sure. I got to check it out. Check out the locker room. I heard the locker room is really nice. The facility, everything. I'm going to for sure check it out this next season. Yeah.
What does Charli like to do for fun off the court? What are you doing? How are you spending that free time? How are you relaxing or hanging out with friends? What are you doing?
Yeah. So if I'm not hooping or anything, it's always good to just relax. Obviously, I got my Normatec boots. I recover as much as I can, but I like to go shopping. I like to spend a little money and go, go to the mall here and there. But that's what I'm doing.
A little retail therapy never hurt anyone. Let's just say that. What is a must-have retail item in your arsenal? What is something you must have?
Anything Gucci. That's going for it. Bag, shirt, something Gucci. That's my favorite brand.
Hey, that's Gucci. That's Gucci with me, if it's Gucci with you. Let me ask you this. It's obviously been a pretty difficult path and season when it comes to Brittney Griner. Of course, she played at Baylor. The league has been so open and out front with her situation and trying to get her back home. What are your thoughts on Brittney still being detained and not being able to get back home to the States?
Oh man, just me playing against Brittney personally last year. And I remember just her being so, and I didn't know her, just being so nurturing and actually talking to me on the court. I just knew, okay, this is a good person, like genuine. You know, never seen her without a smile on her face. And it's just, she's also a Houston native. So it just hits close to home, the type of person that she is. And just seeing her there locked up like that, the pictures that are going viral like that, it's just really sad. You know, despite what's going on with the situation, you just don't like to see a person of that stature go through something like that. So I really feel for her, praying for her, you know, daily, her and her family, teammates, especially back in Phoenix. It's just a hard time, hard situation, and I feel really terrible.
Is it a conversation within locker rooms or conversations with teammates about what's happening?
Oh yeah, we talk about it daily. Got the sticker on the court, everything, you know, we RBG shirts, things like that going around. It is really tough, you know, it's tough. And, you know, we're always saying, you know, free BG and, you know, just bring her home.
Let me ask you this last question.
Yeah.
Being your second year in the league, I'm sure you have goals, dreams, aspirations. As an athlete, how do you keep yourself grounded in the present day, understanding what you need to do on a 24-hour day-by-day basis to, at some point in your career, because you're talented enough to get to those dreams and aspirations that you have within the sport of basketball?
I honestly think, you know, to first even think about all those things, you have to have a solid foundation. Whether that's with God, your family, your friends, you have to have a support system because you can't do it on your own. And like you said, it's easy to get caught up in the spotlight, the limelight, and just not be humble. And that's when things get tricky, it gets hard. So always make sure I have great people around me, positive energy, good vibes. I go shopping here and there, whatever makes you feel good while you're hooping, because you can't just make it all about basketball. Then it becomes a job, and you don't want it to be a job. You want it to be fun, something that you do. And so I just always make sure whatever I'm doing, that I enjoy it, you know, so that's what makes basketball fun for me.
Love that. I had fun chatting with you, Charli. Really appreciate the time. Everyone, Charli Collier, Dallas Wings,
Yeah.
standout, and then former Texas Longhorn standout here on the 40 acres. Appreciate you taking the time. And 11 games left, 8th place currently in the league. So that's a playoff spot. We'll see if they can get it done. Charli, thanks again.
Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate you guys.